Well, we've got some pretty interesting casting calls for Spider-Man Brand New Day, and it might have confirmed a big rumor that we heard many months ago. Let's take a couple minutes to drop into the casting report, where it comes from, and why this might actually be the street-level adventure we were all hoping for. Well, I have to say, the rumors around Spider-Man Brand New Day continue to swirl. We've heard so many interesting details that, well, let's be real, are probably all going to turn out not to be true. We've heard villains from Null to Mephisto, the possibilities of Black Hat dropping in, or maybe even Jackpot. And that's the short version of the list that doesn't include Doctor Doom, Scorpion, Shocker, Mr. Negative, and countless others. Now, quite honestly, at this point, everything is under wraps, and really the only confirmations we really have is that Tom Holland is going to be in this film, Sadie Sink has been cast as part of it, and Zendaya will return in a rather limited fashion, meaning probably a little more than a cameo. Beyond that, no one really knows what we're getting in this movie. But as the rumors start to make their way out, it might be revealing some details and clarifying whether this is going to be a street-level story or an multiverse epic. Now recently, we got a new report from scooper Daniel Richtman. And like I always like to say, Richtman's not with Marvel Studios and it's not Kevin Feige, but his track record is pretty solid and he stands by his scoops and without anonymity, which to me is really important. Now, what he is claiming is that Marvel Studios is looking to cast prisoners for this movie, meaning Marvel is looking to stock a prison with inmates, and this could be a really big clue to what's going on. Now, obviously, a lot of former Spider-Man villains have found their way into prison, and the two most prominent ones have to be Adrian Toomes, aka the Vulture, and Matt Gargan. Now, what's interesting is, earlier this year, we heard a whole series of rumors that the two primary villains for this movie were indeed going to be the Vulture and the Scorpion. And if Marvel is looking to populate, well, a prison, it's most likely the prisoners surrounding these two key Spider-Man characters. Now, fans have been clamoring for street-level adventure for a really long time, and with the end of Spider-Man No Way Home leaving the world completely forgetting about Peter Parker, well, the framework for that is definitely in place, and that might be what we're getting. Now, there's always the possibilities this could be something else, but at this point, Marvel has kept the cards so close to the chest, everybody is indeed left guessing. Honestly, I would love to see these two characters come back to life. Michael Keaton's Adrian Toomes, aka the Vulture, was very well done, and since he now has forgotten who Spider-Man is, well, it creates a whole new story moving forward. Additionally, fans have clamored for Matt Gargan to come to life on the big screen, and the Scorpion is one of Spider-Man's most prominent villains in the comics, and a character that could definitely challenge Spider-Man in multiple ways. Now, the real question is how the Scorpion ends up with his exoskeleton, and if that could tie into Toomes or another character. We've also got the other rumors that Marvel was looking to cast an Asian actor between 30 and 50, and many people had assumed this would be Mr. Negative. But if the Scorpion also is part of this movie, well, that opens the door to a lot of other characters and potential villains that could be directly associated with the Scorpion being created. Now, in the comics, he got his powers via a scientist named Dr. Farley Stillwell, who was looking into animal mutation. But there's also the possibilities that this is actually Alistair Smythe, which would be huge. Honestly, that's the kind of role that can pretty much go to any actor, so that call for an Asian actor between 30 and 50 could indeed be Stillwell or Smythe, and the full setup for the Scorpion to come to life. Now, I feel like if Marvel was doing the Scorpion, though, it probably will lean into the exoskeleton aspect versus animal mutation, since so much of the Marvel Universe has been built around very, well, Iron Man-esque technology. But in any case, I know fans would be really excited to see the Scorpion come to life, and if he's teaming up with the Vulture, well, that definitely will put Spider-Man on his heels and could give us that street-level movie fans have been clamoring for so long. Now, obviously, we still know very few details about Spider-Man Brand New Day. Marvel is keeping the cards close to the chest. We know Destin Daniel Cretton is returning to direct it, and we're hoping to see if some other MCU characters find their way into the story, but at this point, we are all guessing. We're going to follow this new Spider-Man movie pretty closely, but until we know more, I really want to know what you guys think. What do you think of this latest rumor from Daniel Richtman about these two potential villains? And how do you feel about the Scorpion finally coming to life on the big screen? Tell me what you think in the comments below. Now, before you take off though, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and ring the bell for all the updates. We do daily videos and we want to be your place for all the Marvel and DC news, but we're going to bring it to you truthfully and transparently so you're really in the know.